My name is Anthea Chua and I'm in the class of 2020. At like family gatherings, I would just be in the corner reading a book. And I have like distinct memories of my cousins coming over and being like, hey, why aren't you like talking to us? And I'm like, shh, I'm reading! And they'll be like, oh, fine, okay. And they'll just let me alone for the next few years. So there was one time my brothers and I just, again, I don't remember the occasion, but we drew this and like this huge chalk drawing of a mountain with flowers and grass, and I remember there were snow-capped mountains because like the chalk is white, right? And we were like, we don't know what snow-capped mountains look like, but we have white chalk, so therefore it was one day it was just really cooling, so we set up tents and we played like board games and had snacks, and we did that for the entire day. I remember that particularly because I tried to cheat on Game of Life, and then my brother was like, no, this is the rule book, you're wrong. And I was like, I didn't know that, but of course I knew it. As a kid, I was also I was very religious. Yeah. I remember like going to church like 4 times a week, about there. Yeah, that much has changed a lot. So I think when you grow up in a religion, you don't really think about it. You just kind of accept it until a certain age where you start like thinking about things. When I hit that age, I was like, oh shit, I don't actually really believe in any of these things. And I'm really just going to church because I'm kind of scared of hell. I had so many sleepless nights just like rolling around in bed being like, dude, I'm gonna go to hell. For sure, I am going to hell. And then sooner or later, I started like reading up on like alternate ways to look at the world, non-religious ways specifically, and I came to realize that like, well, there doesn't necessarily need to be a hell, and I don't necessarily need to be going there just because I don't believe in like a certain vision of God. When I was a kid, I really wanted to have long hair. Like my hair naturally grows really, really thick, so my hair would grow like to my waist, and I had bangs and you know all that childhood stuff. When I was like, I think maybe 10 or 11, I was like, hey, wouldn't it look cool if I had a bob? I did not look cool. I looked like a mushroom. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm never gonna cut my hair short again, like ever. After a while, I got kind of bored, and when I was like, I think 14, I was like, hey, wouldn't it look great if I cut my hair short again? It again did not look great. When I was like 17, I was like, it's that time of year again. Wouldn't it look great if I cut my hair short? And this time I actually like did some research and went to a proper hairdresser, and it did look pretty great if I say so myself. I eventually like got it shaved on the side, I got it shaved at this side, and then I was like, hey, wouldn't it look great if I shaved the whole thing? I, on one hand, accept and do stand by the political significance of like choosing to have short hair in a society that like wants you to have long hair, but also I just really like the way it feels and looks. Yeah. So theatre makes me uncomfortable, but I love it. Every time I go into rehearsal space, I'm a little bit nervous because I'm like, what if today is a bad day, and what if today is the day I will like just forget how to theatre? And usually I go in and everything's fine. The process of bridging that those two states of mind is something that theatre continues to challenge me to do. I think theatre has grown increasingly challenging to me the more conscious I am of how I appear to other people. This is something that like I'm actively resisting, but also like in being conscious about being conscious, then you're like doubly conscious and then no one wins.